Hey y'all, hey, are you ready for some bonus videos? It's November, and that means it is time to get serious, down to business about saving for Christmas and the start of the new year. So, I've got two new challenges I'm excited to introduce you to, and we're going to start playing, introducing a new video series and an additional video each week. So, if you want to see what those are, go ahead and hang around. Hey y'all. I don't know what day of the week it is. I mean, I know what day of the week it is right now. I'm not that crazy yet. But I don't know what day of the week is that you'll be seeing this because this is a new video. It's not just a bonus video, although it is a bonus video the first time you will see this series. It's one that I hope to add in each week, possibly on Sundays. We'll just have to see how it works out. But I'm filming on the weekend and pre-filming as I usually do. So I hope whatever day you end up seeing this, you're having a fantastic day. So, as I mentioned in the intro, I am working to get very, very serious about saving for Christmas and the start of the new year. We want to start that off really well. Also, this time of year is when my husband, doing the job that he does, is going to be working many, many more hours, longer hours. And so the pay ends up going up, which means we have a little bit more to save with, which is fantastic considering that Christmas is always just, such an expense. I'm excited though this year. This will be the first year that I can say I'm really into the consistent saving and working with challenges, and then of course having the accountability of the YouTube channel and all of you supporters watching. That this will be the first time you get to see the impact that has on the saving. So I want to be very intentional about our budget for Christmas and set some really big goals for the coming year. So, in order to do that, I need more than what we've been doing. And I found a couple of box challenges that I wanted to get started with that I think would get us a head start in that direction. So, I'm going to introduce those to you. First up is none other than GB at Income Babes. She definitely is one of my favorites. As you know, if you've been watching my channel, you know I just love her box challenges. Find them incredibly helpful. I have several more that I still want to do, but I found this one she released it. It's not as just like all of her others. It's a little bit different, designed to be done a little bit differently, a little more relaxed, and kind of a choose your own adventure. And I just had to have it. It's cozy autumn vibes, so no, it's not Christmas, but as maybe some of you agree, like while we are ready to start decorating for Christmas and fully go into the Christmas season, I don't want to completely leave behind fall and sort of the autumn vibe. So I like that she created this, and we can still pay a little bit of attention to this season that falls in between Halloween and official Christmas. So Cozy Autumn Vibes was designed for that. So I'm going to share with you how much I have to save, and then I will introduce you to the challenge, at least as how I'm going to play it. Okay, so we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, and 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, which I know was a funny way to count that. This means we have $100. $100 going into Cozy Autumn Vibes today. So I'm going to put these over here in my cash tray. I'm going to move this one aside for a minute, get our money all organized, and then we will look a little bit at what the challenge is and how I have it laid out in my binder. So always over here on the left side, we have some of the IOUs that are included in her digital download. They also have autumn vibes to them. And then this dashboard here, which I thought was nice. I just laminated everything, of course, and cut it down to the right size to go into my A6 binder. All right, so up first, she has a few of these options, and I had to add stickers to it because I did want it to be a surprise what was underneath. We have others here in the back to refill this, but she suggested not trying to do all of them at once, but just to do them one at a time. And so there's just numbers under here, and we will scratch off maybe one or two a week. We'll see how it goes. This option is also in here. It looks like it's just icons with numbers. She does have an option down here to roll a d6 dice and add the extra amount to each icon, or if you get a 1, add an extra dollar. So I think since we are trying to hit some big goals, I am going to probably do some bonuses on those. All right. Then another one that she has is a roll the dice challenge. We just roll the dice and we color in the amount. Again, she has the option to add extra money as a bonus if you want. Again, you know how this works. You can play them however you want. It's your savings, it's your challenges, whatever works for you. This game is similar to Shut the Box. She calls it Shut the Book, and I think that's just adorable. So we will play a couple of rounds of Shut the Dice, if or Shut the Box or Shut the Book. And then finally, she has this one. It is very small, but believe me, I can read it. You probably can't, but it's an activity sheet. It's a bunch of cozy plans with friends. So what she wrote this as is a list of things to do with friends, and you're supposed to pick an activity and then roll the dice and save the amount on the dice for that activity. And the way we pick the activity is with these adorable little cards here. Wouldn't be a GB game if it didn't have adorable little cards. And they did print two-sided, and I laminated and cut each one of those. So they are all of the things that are listed here, and so that's how we're going to pick which activity, and then we will roll the dice to decide how much each one of those activities is going to cost us. So isn't that fun? So those are the games that we have. There aren't any cards that tell you which game to play, so you just have to go to whichever one you want to. And then, as I said, there are extras of each one of those things. So if we finish one, we can replace it with another until we finish all of them. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. We're going to save some money that will likely go towards Christmas or other goals this month and next. But we're going to do it with the cozy autumn vibes. All right. So shall we get to it? Let's start out by seeing what we have here under these scratch offs. And I'm just going to pick one. I don't remember what's under or even how large the amounts are, and there's no indication that I can see that tells us. So that's $4. Let's go ahead and do another one, and that's $2. So a total of $6 for this one. Okay, so we'll start off with that. $6 going into Cozy Autumn Vibes. How do y'all feel about the holidays? It seems like it's kind of a strong opinion of some that we shouldn't skip over Thanksgiving and the rest of fall and go straight to Christmas. And like I said, I like both. I don't have anything against fall. I love fall, as you know. And I love Thanksgiving, but Christmas is so big in our family that we just have made a decision that it makes us happy to kind of go into a 2-month Christmas season, and Thanksgiving is just a piece of that. So we decorate for Christmas starting now. All the Halloween decorations are coming down this weekend. In fact, my husband and kids are out working on the outside right now to pull all of that down. The Christmas lights are already up on the house, ready to be turned on. And then here in the next week or so, my husband will start pulling down all of the buckets, endless buckets of Christmas decorations, so that I can start the transition into Christmas. And I like it to be up long enough to enjoy it. It's a lot of work, and it brings us all a lot of happiness. So, but how do you all feel about it? Okay, this one doesn't have any indication of how or what you should do to pick which icon you want to save with. So I'm just going to pick, and then I'm going to roll a d6 dice to see. But one of the things I liked about what she put on here is that she asked you to write in the box, why are you saving, to remind you. So I'm going to put here, oh, this one doesn't want to be dark enough. We'll go with this. I am saving, also this one's not very dark, but that's okay, for Christmas. We are behind on our Christmas saving, and even though we're doing better than we did last year, I want to make sure that we have a really good Christmas season. Okay, so Usually what I do is try to find the biggest icons first and go ahead and cross those off. So we have $5 here for a mushroom. So why don't we cross that one off? But before we do that, let's go ahead and roll the dice. If you get a 1, add an extra $1. So we're going to add $1. Oh, I see. So we're rolling the d6, so we're adding the extra. And if she says if you get a 1, add an extra $1. So instead of $5, we are saving 7. $7 there. Let's see, we got a lot of icons. Let's do another one. Let's do another $5 one. There, this, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's probably a pie. It's probably a pie. What do you think? $2. So another $7. All right, so I'm going to try to keep things condensed as we go. So I do have 2 5s that I'm going to trade back in for a 10, and we have a total of $14 going in for this one. We'll see how the rest goes. If we have more, we can come back because there's a lot of icons on there. All right, so Cozy Autumn Vibes, roll the dice. So we're going to just roll the dice as you might imagine, and it'll tell us which one. I'm going to get a different color. That's a 4. So we can color in a 4. And the bonuses say if you roll a 1, save an extra $1. If you roll a 2, save extra 2. Well, we didn't roll a 1 or a 2, so we're just going to save the 4. Okay, and let's roll again. 3. Again, we bypass the bonus for a total of 7. Let's do one more. 5. Okay, so that should make a total of 12 going into roll the dice. Okay. In the Shut the Book challenge, if you've never played Shut the Box, welcome. It's fun. Where you've been. A lot of people like this game, and there have been several creators that come out with versions of it. I love this. Basically, what happens is you're going to roll the dice, 2 dice together, and you can cross off the amounts that those dice add up to, and the goal is to try to cross off all. But you can only cross off 2 numbers to equal at one time, and eventually, if you end up not being able to cross off, you're supposed to save. So when you so this one says when you lose you can't mark anymore, save the amount remaining as a sum or the quantity of the numbers left. So let's just see what happens and then I'll make a decision on that. All right, so for instance 6 and 3 equals 9, so we can cross off the 9. 4 and 3 equals 7. 6 and 5 equals 11. So I can either cross off the 6 and the 5 because there obviously isn't an 11. So we'll go ahead and do that. Or any other 2 numbers that equal 11 would be fine as well. 3 and 2 or 5. Well, we already crossed off our 5, so we have options here. So if this makes this any easier to understand, we can cross off a 4 and a 1 for 5. We can cross off a 3 and a 2 for 5. And I think that's our only options. So let's go ahead and do the 4 and the 1. I'm no expert on Shut the Box. 5 and 3. We might have, oh, nope. So that equals 8. Oh, we're doing pretty good. So now all we have are the 2 and the 3 left. So if we get a 2 and a 3, no, we got 6. So we can't cross anything else off. So now we have the option to save either 1, 2 for each of the circles that are left or the total amount. And since it's 5, I'm going to go ahead and say we'll save the total amount. Make sense? All right. Clear as mud? Let's do it again. All right, so 2 and 1 equals 3. I'm going to cross off the 3. 4 and 2 is 6. 3 and 1 is 4. We need to get some of these larger numbers off the board. All right, so that's 4. Uh-oh. Snake Eyes got us. So we don't have anything left to make a total of 4. So we literally cannot cross any others off. So I'm going to have to actually get out the calculator because I'm not trying to math this morning and see how much this is. 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1. Wow, that would be $32 if we were to save it that way. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We got big goals. $32 going in to Shut the Book, and we will stop there. We will stop there. All right, so far in Shut the Book, we have saved 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, and 37. Not too bad for 2 rounds. So you can see how that game can be a lot of fun, but also can be a little bit dangerous. But again, you do not have to play it that way. You can play it however you want. You can save $1 or whatever for an amount for each circle that's left. And of course, it doesn't have to be that high number. But I'm going to go with the high number since we are trying to save for Christmas. Okay, so now we go back to 1 dice here, and we're going to shuffle again, and we're going to pick a card, and we're going to see which activity that we are doing. So this is number 7, and number 7 on here is write letters to friends or family, send handwritten heartfelt notes for a nostalgic feel. Well, that's awesome. Okay, let's roll the dice to see how much it's going to cost us to do that. $3. $3 for number 7. We'll go ahead and cross that off and get our $3. 1, 2, and 3. Let's pick another activity. Number 10, visit a farmer's market, pick up seasonal produce, and support local vendors. Love that. That's going to cost us $6. Well, of course, because we're going shopping, right? It's going to cost more. So we'll cross off number 10. All right, let's roll again. Oh, well, it's going to be $5, whatever this activity is. Number 11, decorate your space with fall colors and autumn hues with pillows, throws, and candles. Definitely will do that a little bit, especially for Thanksgiving, and that's going to cost us $5. That's good. I must not have gone shopping for that. Okay, what do we have left? A little bit more. We could probably do one more activity. There's quite a few. All right, $4 is what this activity is going to cost us, and this is number 1. Bake pumpkin spice treats, cookies, muffins, or bread, perfect for fall flavors. I can promise you, we will be doing a lot of that. A lot. Okay, so I'm going to take a 1 back and grab this 5. And so we'll see we've crossed off 4 of our 16 activities so far. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, and $18 going so far into our Cozy Autumn activities. I'm going to make sure it's dry. Okay, and so my finished cards I will set aside for now so that they don't get mixed in with the ones we haven't completed. And let's see what we want to do with the rest of our money because we went a little bit cautious, and so we still have some money left. Let's go back to this one. We have quite a few icons. Let's see if we can knock off a couple of these. And I'm going to come back over these with a darker marker because I'm having a hard time seeing that one. All right, so now if we stick to what we said we were going to do and do another $5 one, let's see what we're going to add. Roll a d6, add. So 5 plus 5 makes 10. Okay, so this icon is going to cost me $10. 8, 9, and 10. All right. And that leaves me with a total of 3. So I can pick. Let's see. We'll see if we can do this without an IOU. We could choose not to do the bonus, which I think is probably what I will do. I want to avoid IOUs just because they just make things harder. We'll just go ahead and pick a $3 icon. How about this basket of pumpkins for $3? And we will add this last $3 in, and we will finish up Autumn Vibes this week without any IOUs. And we'll also get to count here really quick how much we actually ended up saving for this one card. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and 27. $27 so far in this one. So there we have it. We've spent $100, saved $100 towards Christmas in our Cozy Autumn Vibes Challenge by GB at Income Babes. If you would like to look into this, I will of course link her down below. Go check it out. Digital download, lots of fun and different. It's different. Okay, so we'll close up Cozy Autumn Vibes. We'll see it again next week on our new video series. So what else do I have? What else do I have? We got to switch out our dice if that tells you anything about the theme or the color of the binder. It doesn't give it away. Next up is the North Pole box. This comes from, and I apologize in advance if I'm saying this incorrectly, A for Alicia. She's also the one that did the chocolate box. I don't have that one yet, but I will likely buy it because I just love these box challenges. It's also a digital download. It comes with cute IOUs and all of your sections. And so basically, right here, you would use the cards that I'm about to show you here in just a minute to determine which section you're going to. And then there's also a roll and save option. So let's see here. I got the cards here ready to go. And I'm going to make sure that I get these all shuffled up here in just a second. But first, I want to count how much money we have to put towards this. Now, if you watched my Saturday savings, you will know that I had some additional money left over from Saturday's savings. And I'm going to make sure that I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So just so you know that I did, in fact, put it over here because I said I would put it into one of our other challenges. But I am going to go ahead and grab some Christmas themed bills. 1, 2, 3, and 4 so that they stay in the theme. And then I'm going to get a 10 for this. Adorable. Okay, so we'll mix these back in and I'm going to count total how much we have, including our additional funds. And I'm going to do it backwards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 150, 170, 190, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So with that additional $14 that we pulled over from our other savings, we have a total of $214 going in to our North Pole box today. So that's exciting and will be a really good start towards saving for Christmas. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are. Do any of you have this challenge yet? Are you already using it? I know I saw it on other creators' pages, so I know some of you have it. How do you feel about these box challenges? They are definitely usually a little bit of a bigger, they're a bigger save, a little more of a challenge, so I like to use them on some of the goals that are bigger, spreads it out over a longer time, and it does feel like a fun game. All right, so let's get to it, shall we? All right, we're going to draw our first card and see where it takes us. Taking us to the Toy Factory, which is one of these sections here. Here's the Toy Factory. And we get to just pick which one we want to do. I think in true fashion, I'm going to stick to doing the most expensive one first, getting it out of the way. All right, so $25 right off the bat to the Toy Factory. And this card will be done. So we'll set it aside and put it separated out. Next card takes us to Reindeer Farm. let's see, where is Reindeer Farm? Last on the page. Again, let's stick to $20 for this big guy. He'll go here. All right. Next card. North Pole Village. I believe that's my first page. Yep, sure is. And we have another $25 icon here. Get these knocked out. You guys like to do it that way? Do you save the worst for last, or do you like to knock out the big ones first? Make some of those weeks that you don't have quite as much a little bit easier, I feel like. Okay, so stay warm, roll and save. So that's back here. This is this game. So we're going to roll our dice to see. We're going down here to 4, so we can cross off any of these icons. I'm going to go with the $10 just to stay on track with the largest one first. And this one will get put back into the stack because it's not done. All right, Snow Fun. That looks like I probably missed it. Hang with me. So there's our tree. There's our toy factory. There's the husky sleigh. Here's Snow Fun. All right. Looks like we've got a snowball fight down here for $15. We will take 15. We don't get always a lot of snow here. Sometimes ice, and we do have cold weather, but not a lot of snowball fights happening where we live. It's always just a little bit sad. Sorry about the shake there. The kids always look forward to the snow, but it doesn't always come. So, all right. North Pole Village. You know what I just realized? Funny me. These are actually icons telling us which one to cross off. So that one I did right. I think I did that one right as well. This one I did not do right. I was supposed to do this one. And I was supposed to do the igloo. Okay, so how are we going to fix that? Ashley's already making mistakes. All right, so let's see here. I know what I'll do. I'm going to go through the stack. I'm going to pull out the right one so that I can say I finished it. So these are awesome because they even tell you which one, which, you know, really I should have noticed. Okay, so there's that one. So I can now cross that one off like that was the $25 one. And then we need to find the snowball fight. There it is. And we will cross this out and put it back in the stack. All right, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing here. I know I don't seem like I know what I'm doing, but I do know what I'm doing. Okay, now I've got it figured out. So yeah, all these cards actually show you the icons that you're supposed to cross off. So now those are the ones we actually crossed off. And this one at North Pole Village is a $15 icon. So we will do that. 15. All right. We're doing pretty good on money, so we're going to keep on going. Another North Pole Village, and this house is only 5. Our village is filling up. Being on another Snow Fun. This is a Snow Angel. So let's see. There she is, and she is $10. Also, not a lot of snow angels. Not unless you want to go just lay down in some wet grass. That's pretty much the most of what we get in the winter. Most of the time. We do get snow sometimes, but just not a whole lot. Okay, we're doing Toy Factory now, which is the 3rd section, and we are going to the Rocking Horse, which is $20. So not a cheap rocking horse. Seems a little steep, but what do I know about toys? And then the next one is also the Toy Factory, and have our little elf here hanging by lights for $10. All right. Okie dokie. All right. Back to Snow Fun. Whew, that's an expensive one. $20 for riding the, looks like a trash can lid or a sled down the hill, which is awesome and totally worth $20. Totally. And then we're getting down there. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're headed to the Christmas tree. We haven't been there yet. And luckily our bells are only $5. This is quite a bit of money to put towards this challenge in 1 week, but starting next week, I will be introducing my Christmas binder, which we will also do during this video. So we'll have to split up whatever funds we have between these two Christmas themed, or actually 3 if you count the autumn fund. So this time we'll get a lot knocked out, and then next time we'll have, less to do. All right, so now we're headed to our husky sleigh, which I don't think we've visited yet. We haven't. And we are looking for this guy, which he is right here, and he is $15. All right. 1, 2, 3. So for $15 right there. And back to our reindeer farm. Well, he's a handsome looking fella. Where is he? He's in the back. And he is only $5. What a bargain, because he is one handsome looking reindeer for $5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So although we're getting through a lot of cards today, we will not get through that many probably the next time. So taking advantage of it. All right, we're back to our husky sleigh, and we are getting this fella here for $5. He is also a handsome fella. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I have no idea what this is meant to save you. So it will be a total surprise for me. All right, back to our Christmas tree. Our Christmas tree, of course, needs lights. And guess what that means? That means I'm pretty sure we don't have $25 in here. So that means we're going to get an IOU. Let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 25 minus 14 means we have an IOU of $11. Good thing she has an adorable gingerbread IOU. Whoop! I lost it. It doesn't want to go in the book. Give me just a second. All right. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and cross it off. We will put the IOU in front so that we will know that we still owe that. And we will add this into the rest of the Christmas tree funds, which are where? Where did they go? Uh-oh. What did you do, Ashley? What did you do? Hold, please. Oh, I think I messed it up here. Okay, let's see. We have 25 for the toy factory, 20 for the horse, and 10 for the... Oh, that's correct. How did I end up misplacing $5 for the bell? Just double checking myself here. 25 for that house, 15 and 5, so that's the right amount for that. You guys see it, and are you just screaming at me? Are you just screaming at me? Okay. Somehow I think I missed. See what we got here. 15 and 5. So this should be 45. Is our little reindeer farm has 25. And it does. And this should have $10. Okay, so somehow I missed a $5 putting it in. Maybe you saw it, but I don't want to short myself, so that means we actually owe 16 on this. So I don't know if I picked this up and added it to what was already there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we need a total of 30 to make this envelope, right? So that means, yes, we have an IOU of $16. So we will make that right next time. Messy, messy IOU. That's okay. That's okay. Christmas trees are expensive. All right, so we're going to put all of these back. As normal with my box challenges, I'm probably not going to count them with any regularity or consistency until we get to the end because I like it to be a surprise. I mean, of course, we could add the numbers up if we wanted to ruin the surprise, but I'm not paying that close attention other than I don't want to short it. So we won't be counting them until we unstuff. Okay. So it seems like we got a lot of bigger numbers out of the way, but we still have quite a bit to go on this one. And since we will be sharing our Christmas saving funds with some other challenges starting next week, we might not get as much done as quickly, but we did knock out quite a bit, even if we did end up with an IOU and a fairly big one. All right, so we're going to put these back in. I'm going to shuffle these up a little bit just to make sure. Ooh, there. And I will put something in here to separate out the ones that are not done. These are the ones we're still working on. Put them back in their box. All right, so with that, we are going to wrap up our bonus video for the week. Our Christmas and autumn fun box challenges, and like I said, next week I will also introduce to you our Christmas challenge binder. Now that our Halloween one is completed, we can definitely shift over to that. So we will see how the budget works out next week to see how much we have to save for Christmas, and I'm excited for that. So hopefully you liked the video. If you did, give it a like and a comment down below. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you join us. We have lots of fun things planned for the coming months. Until I see you next time, y'all hang in there. Bye.